So you've got the first card as developing your networking and communication skills. That's very important. And you do have the expertise to do this job. Just remember that. Have the confidence because you have the expertise to do this particular job. You just need to be able to develop your, communication skills or your networking skills. And there's going to be a lot of recognition and success that comes with this particular job. So in the past, you've been dealing with a lot of hidden facts, so you needed to do a lot of research in order to get where you're going. And you received a lot of information and a lot of important messages and information. So dealing a lot with information, investigating it, and also receiving a lot of information as far as message in the form of messages. So you're going for a permanent position coming in. Remember, there's a lot of competition for this particular position. So make sure that you're on your top of your game when you are applying for it, because there are a lot of other people applying for this particular post, but it looks like you will land it, but you need to don't rest. Know that if you don't keep on top of your game, somebody else will take the job from under your nose. So make sure that if you're going for a permanent position, there is a lot of competition for that, and you need to do a lot of networking and develop your communication skills in order for you to ascertain that particular job. Okay. Those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So this is the Bright Idea deck. I put it down in the description box, and I put in links to Amazon and eBay if you want to buy it. It is a rare deck, but it's really lovely deck. Okay, so you're dealing with some kind of verdict, some kind of legal decision that you're waiting for, some kind of judgment to come in, and it's a legal judgment. It looks like you have to, you're the one that's in the limelight over here, and you're having to take responsibility for something that has been done. I don't know if it's in the workplace, or it could be just generally that you're waiting for some kind of legal decision to be made. You can see fingers pointing. So you're the one that's responsible for something, and you're going to have to defend yourself in this particular situation. Stand up for yourself. If it looks like if you do, you will be victorious in whatever you have. This woman's clapping her hands over here, but you're going to have to face some kind of legal decision, some kind of court case, something that is coming up that you're dealing with at this particular moment. And you can see there's a legal decision over here. You've got the debate card, which is the Two of Swords. You're waiting for that legal decision to be made. So there is some kind of judgment pending for both these cards, and you're waiting for that particular decision to come through. You've got the Mercury card over here, or the Magician card over here. Make sure you're speaking the absolute truth. Mercury tends to be a bit of a liar sometimes, so make sure that whatever facts you're presenting is based on fact. So don't be doing anything underhand with this Mercury card, because you will get caught out. And make sure that you are. This is a card of multitasking. You are very busy at work. And doing a lot of things. There's deadlines, and you're juggling a lot of things. You're pretty busy at this particular moment. But in the meantime, you are waiting for some kind of legal decision to come through. So in the past, you've got this irrationality card for the past year. So you've been, facing a lot of crisis, a lot of confusion. There's been things that have been upside down, really, information not coming to light. There's been arguments. It seems like you've been dealing with a lot of chaos in this past year. And you seem to have left an old job because you're very unhappy about it. So you seem to have walked away from an old work situation. You've packed your things and moved on. Maybe this is the reason why this legal situation is coming on. Maybe you left that situation because there was something that happened, and now it's led to this kind of court case scenario where you're waiting for some kind of decision to be made. Now, you've got controlling intervention. It seems like there was some kind of fight, argument, some kind of conflict with somebody, and it seems to have escalated, and it seems like they called in somebody to mediate in this escalation of this problem that happened. It seems like whoever they called in to mediate had legal connotations. There was a lot of lies that were spoken as well during this particular period. So there was a lot of untruth that was said. You've got this Magician card, which always talks about deception, lies, when it comes to this kind of thing in communications. And now that led, maybe the person that you're dealing with lied about circumstances, and, this caused some kind of legality to emerge from it. Interestingly enough, you've got the controlling direction card over here, and you've got a victory card underneath this court case card. So it looks like whatever, although there's so much of opposition and problems that you're going to be facing, you will come out a clear winner. So whatever that problem is that you're facing legally, it looks like it will go in your favor. So going into the future, you've got the action card. This is the Three of Wands, making a choice and deciding what you want to do and going for it. So, you have to choose your path in life and go for it. So whatever happens, I think this legal situation, from what it's showing, will go in your favor. And then you have to make a decision and start moving forward. You're going to be collaborating or meeting a lot of people. And there might be some international communication going on. But you will be, back on track. You will get back on track with this Three of Action. You need to just put your energies and start focusing on your work and moving forward, almost running away from the things that left. This is almost running away from all the problems and moving away from it. So you've got the butterfly over here, so you will emerge. It looks like there's transformation that comes from this event, and growth, and also it looks like it's going to go in your favor. So you've got the guidance, the Hierophant card over here. You might need to seek some expert advice or some kind of counseling, somebody to give you some kind of information on how to actually resolve this. And this is some kind of expert in your field. So whatever this problem is, this is consulting experts in the field, finding a different way of doing something that you're doing. This is international communication as well. So you are in contact. You might be the expert itself, the person who gives guidance. You might be in a teaching role, somebody who teaches in some kind of institute, because the Hierophant usually deals with institutes, and it also deals with information, and there's an international flavor to it. So talking, dealing with a lot of people from different walks of life or different kinds of people. So you might be the teacher, maybe a lecturer, somebody who gives out information, or you might be seeking advice from somebody who is an expert in the field at which they're doing, trying to find out how to do things in a different way. So what's going on around you? It seems like whatever's happened has caused a lot of chaos in your life. You've got the Tower card over here. So whatever happened in this whole court case scenario, this legal scenario, has caused a big loss, you feel, in your life, and it's caused a lot of destruction. Maybe you've had to leave the old behind because you've had to walk away from that particular position or job. It's caused a lot of loss and a lot of chaos, and you're very upset about it. It was something unexpected. It was events that were beyond your control as well. And you felt very overwhelmed in that circumstance. You've got the Ten of Cups over here, very disappointed, depressed, upset, overwhelmed, miserable, like you've got no more control over the situation. It seems like the Tower has come in and shifted you out. You were very unhappy in that particular, you've had to walk away from it because it was something that was completely devastating to you. So, and it left you feeling very, very overwhelmed. So going into the future, you want everything to finish off. You want this whole scenario to end, and you want to move forward. You want to start something brand new. You're done and dusted with that particular situation, and you want it to end, and that's what's on your mind. Also, this is like the Nine of Swords, so feeling very stressed, anxious, not sleeping at night. There's an element of depression as well going on over here. You've got Mars over here, so this is your sign. So you do just want this whole scenario to end and finish off, and you want to move on. And then you've got a decision to make, what you want to do. So you've got the Lovers card over here. You need to make a decision, a choice, and decide what you want to do next. Base it on what you love doing. So after all this goes down, and it looks like it will go in your favor, you need to make a decision about what to do next, and choose something that you love doing. You have an aptitude for something, you have a talent for something, and maybe this is the route that you need to go down with this aptitude card. So after all this has gone down, you need to start getting back on track with this Three of Rods card. And although it was devastating, you might need to get some advice on how to actually deal with the circumstance. But after all of that is finished, it looks like it will end. Even though you're very anxious about it, you will need to make a decision about what to do next, or where you want to go next. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Think and Grow Rich. Let's see. So you need to have the willpower. And it says in the back, an unsettled mind is helpless. Indecision makes an unsettled mind. Most individuals lack willpower to reach decisions promptly and to stand by them after they are made, even during normal business conditions. So you need to have the willpower and you need to make a decision. So you do really need to take control back of your life and make that decision. You really need to get back on track. So the next one is dreaming, and it says one must realize that all who have accumulated great fortunes first did a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and planning before they acquired that money. So you have a vision. So you need to get your willpower back. You need to have a vision about what you want to do, and the opportunity will present itself provided you don't procrastinate. So procrastination robs you of opportunity. So don't sit back. You need to get back on track and start moving forward. Don't get bogged down by the past. This big thing has happened. There was a big crisis that came into your life that has now shifted the energy, and you have to start making decisions about moving forward. So whatever big decision, you've got to end it with this conclusion card, make the decision and go forward and do something that you love with this aptitude card. And must have the willpower, you must have a vision, and the opportunity will present itself if you do that. So decide what you want to do. It's not a big thing. It's not something that's foreign. It's something, something that's out of this world. You do need to make a decision, have some plans in place. It's very important to have a vision in your head before you start anything. So the Queen of Summers says, listen to your heart, intuitive thoughts you can trust, taking care of others, perhaps too much. So this is saying, listen to your hearts. Do something that you love, something that you have an aptitude for, something you enjoy. Life's too short to do something that is boring. And the second one is the Princess of Autumn, which says happy news is about to come your way in the form of promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So if you're sitting and procrastinating, stop it. Stop it, because it looks like things are going to change for the better. And if you need to do a course or something to get you improve your skill set, then go for it. Because you can see this woman's in a library full of books. So maybe you need to do some research, you need to do some planning, you need to do a course that will get you out of it. Even this Hierophant card is about learning. So you do need to go and maybe do a little bit of learning as well. And then you've got the Hermit, which is also about learning or improving your skill set and focusing in your work. Find or be a teacher, take a break from society, commitment to your spiritual growth. So the Hermit is about it's a card ruled by Mercury, and Mercury focuses on information. So there's information that you need to get. So you might need to go and do some learning, or you could be doing some teaching. Like I said, with the Hierophant, either learning or teaching, or being a mentor or looking for a mentor. So in this case, it looks like, you might need to get some added information, maybe an extra course, improve your skill set. And that is going to allow you to make this big choice that you have to make and do something that you really want. It looks like if you have the willpower to do it, and you have the perseverance to do it, and you have the vision to do it, an opportunity will present itself. The Tower came in, and it's important because maybe you were too stagnant in your energy and it needed to shift. It needed you to get you back on your pathway. Maybe you had come off that pathway for a while, and it seems like the Tower card has come in to bring you back in line. That's what it usually does. So in the meantime, you're waiting for some kind of legal decision to come in. But like I said, it looks like, you are going to be a clear winner in it. It looks like, things are going to go your way. Just beware, there could be a lot of lies and deception going on around this legal decision. So make sure you're talking the truth, but the person that you're dealing with may not be speaking the truth. So just be aware of that. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.